Where in the frag is that crap at? Building in this game takes a long time. And most of the time, it's looking for crap in the build menu. We don't know where the frag our stuff is. Sometimes it takes 2 and 3 times longer to build something because we have to look through the menu and find out where the stuff is that we looking for, especially when we're decorating. We can't find that one piece of stuff that we need, and it's terrible. So I thought I'd go over and look and see what is in the build menu, where it's at, where it could be at, understanding that I have some stuff from the Atom Shop that other people won't have. And other people may have stuff that I don't have. I don't have everything. They don't have everything. So it might be different. And also understanding that they keep threatening to change the build menu. In fact, they're threatening to change it sometime this year. If they do, then maybe I'll change this and maybe I'll say frag it and won't change it. I don't know. It's going to take a while to go through these things, and it's going to be kind of boring probably, and I may have to break it down in several times, several videos to see it, but maybe we'll get through it and maybe we won't. Okay, so here we go. I'm fragging Grandpa. Let's dance.
PlayStation.
Okay, here we is. I switched to another character that has everything that I have on it. As I said, I don't have everything. People may have some things that I don't have. Oh, shut up. She's correcting new recipes, okay. All right, so I don't, like I was saying, I don't have everything. And some people might have more than I have. And some people might have something different than I have. But this might give us a good indicator of where things may be. Okay, so we'll look at the top of the screen here. And you see the top of the menu. Everybody's familiar with that. You see recent. Now these are the things that you last used to build with on this time. So I hadn't built anything, so I have nothing under there. But that's the first category. The second category is stored. You see the yellow stripe moved over. The cover is stored. And this would be the things where if you built something and you decide you're not going to use it, but you don't want to scrap it, you want to save it, you can put it, you can store it, and it'll show up here for this time, maybe for the next time. I'm not sure how that works, but it's not for all the time, it's just for a short period. All right, we move over again to the second tab is the blueprints. Now you see I have a good number of blueprints here. These are the blueprints you make and save for future use. Or they may be temporary blueprints that you delete. Okay, so we'll go over to the next tab, and that's new. These are the things that you recently acquired. The things that you find in the world, they will stay there during this time. Yeah, you smell like crap, okay? And then you got to start up too, huh? So shut up, both of you, right now. Okay. like I was saying, this stuff here will show up to, if you get it out of the world during this time that you're on, when you log off it will be gone. But if you purchase it from the Atom Shop, it may show up every time you log in for a few times. It is stuff that you bought in the world, or that you bought in the Atom Shop, or that you won through seasons. If you won it through seasons, I got it through the Atom Shop, it may show up every time you log on for a few times, but it doesn't stay there permanent. Go over to the next tab marked Dwellers. Now this is where you have all your companions. Okay, first you have Solomon's Medic Station, which will bring you Solomon, the doctor. And then you have the Dell Lawson bag or pack or whatever you want to call it. And this will give you that light ally. And then you have Maul's Cauldron, which will bring you Maul, the, why do I want to say ogre? Not an ogre. What do they call it? I forgot what they call it. Super mutants, yeah. Okay. Then next you got the Daphne's toy box. The toy box that brings you a little girl, Daphne. Then you have Grandma's chair. I told you to shut up. All right. Then we have Grandma's chair, which brings you the Grandma ally. And then you have Joey's stage, which brings you the comedian, Joey. You put these things down, and after a while they show up in your count. You can't put but one of them down, and you can't have one ally at a time. But you can have an ally and a pet at the same time. At one time when they first came out with them, you couldn't, but now you can. So that's a good thing. And this is Scarberry's Shrine. And that brings you the Mothman cultist Scarberry. Then you have Leo's desk. Now Leo is the ghoul that used to work for Nuka-Cola. Then you have Sam's workbench, which brings you Sam. He's a settler from Foundation, but he can come live with you. And then you have Adeline's table. This is the robot, Adeline, that you can have relations with if you're into that kind of thing. I always wanted a robot like that. Then you've got Kathleen's research desk, which brings you Kathleen, the kind of researcher, secretary person, and she has a desk that she comes and sits at. And then you have a pet bed here. This is for the Bombay cat. Again, you could have a pet and an ally, but you can't have two pets or you can't have two allies. This is for the Bombay cat bed. It brings you the Bombay striped, tabby-looking cat. This is the shepherd, the white shepherd. I'm not going to have to shoot you to shut you up. This is the white shepherd, and this is the German shepherd. Two different dog houses, a red one for the white shepherd, and a neutral, natural one for the German shepherd. Then there's another cat bed. This is for the gray tabby cat. Then we have another dog house for the Rottweiler. It's kind of a grayish dog house. Then you have Wanderer's guitar. This is the woman that sits there and sings the annoying songs and says the annoying things to you. And come here and pull my finger. This is Grandpa's chair, Forager's chair. Brings you the Forager, who sits there and cries about the senior citizens discounts and the retirement plans. And this is Bennett's, or Beckett's bar, brings you Beckett. And this is the Raider Punk radio, brings you that Raider Punk, which I wish looked a little different. He don't have to have that kind of hairstyle, but he's the radio guy. And this brings you, it's a USSA console, brings you the astronaut girl. I forgot what her name was, but brings you her, and she's kind of, shut up, she's kind of annoying also. Now, I never used this guy, Xeroxo's spaceship. It brings you Xeroxo, which is, he has a spacesuit on, but he's a ghoul. I don't know whether he's a spaceman or not. And the last one I have is Yasmin's cooking stove. Brings you Yasmin. That's an annoying the person who was just talking that won't shut up. So let's go on over to the other tab to look at the floors. These are the floors. Now this is your main floor that you get. Bring it closer so you can kind of see what it looks like at the top. Now if you can cycle through them, you can see you have a fawn tile, a carpet green grass tile, an army tile, a tile, another tile, more of a red bathroom floor tile. Let's see, it's Stiletto tiles is what they're calling it. And this is the shag carpet, the blue shag carpet. Then you have the green shag carpet. Then the orange shag carpet, which looks brown to me. And then the white shag carpet. And then the modern linoleum. Now linoleum, I can't even say the word, is not always, in this game it's in that pattern, but you know linoleum is not always in that pattern. And this is the Vault-Tec linoleum, which is squares, yellow and blue squares. And this is the white and blue linoleum. And then you have the Vault-Tec Starburst linoleum. And the dark wood laminate floor. And the light wood laminate floor. And the wooden foundation striped planks. And the dark cherry wood foundation. And the parquet wood floor. And the red diner floor. And the black diner floor. And the army base floor. And the mechanic floor, which looks like the army base floor, but a little bit different color. And then you have the vault tile checkered, which is like the black diner tile, except it's cleaner. Then you have the vault tile white, which is real clean. And you have the Carpetrella abstract carpet tile. Then you have the Carpetrella Bastille tile. Then you have the Carpetrella checkers and the Carpetrella cinema and the Carpetrella purple floor fern and the Carpetrella theater and the Carpetrella tiles. Then the Carpetrella Vault-Tec and the White Springs carpet. I like that. And the White Springs carpet, another version. And another version of the White Springs carpet. and the White Springs tile, and the Vault Foundation, the Army Base 4 Foundation. That's 3 Army Base ones they call Army Base here. Starburst Foundation, Brick Starburst Foundation. I don't, when I'm looking for them, I just look for the kind they are, not what they're called. The Dungeon Floor, the Milled Brick, Lazy River Tiles. I guess it has something to do with Wavy Willard's tile. And the blue and white tiles. Blue and white looks like they're blue and yellow. Looks like they're a smaller version of blue and yellow, but they're calling them blue and white. And then the Grognot tile 4. I don't know what that has to do with Grognot. It looks like tiles that are grass kind of looking. The Haunted House stone floor. The Haunted Tile. The Starscape. The Vault-Tec greenhouse tile. Now there's another version of that they got out now that I don't have. Might look a little bit better. The molded carpet blue. The molded carpet green, which looks yellow. The molded carpet yellow, which looks lighter yellow. The linoleum, as opposed to the first linoleum we saw. The destroyed tile floor, the catacombs 4, the herringbone red brick, okay, the abandoned mine floor, the timber carpet, I guess they're calling it timber carpet because those little circles are supposed to look like rings of a tree. White Springs foyer. Okay, Hollywood stars. Green Army camo. Gray Army camo. Burned floor. Casino carpet. And this is a marble foundation. A loading bay, which I would call that a mechanic's radiant panel. Why would they call it a radiant panel? I just call it the red floor. Starburst linoleum, as opposed to the other Starburst linoleum. These are ones I don't have. Black and blue linoleum. Vault-Tec linoleum. Guild of Antiquities linoleum. And that's all of those. So those are the foundations. Okay, let's go down to the next, and what we have here is a contemporary porch foundation. Straight piece, corner piece, other corner piece. Simple. The next one is the House of Tomorrow porch foundation. Straight piece, a little, well, it's a corner piece. Straight corner piece, or end piece, let's put it that way, end piece. Straight piece, a corner piece, another type of corner piece, another type of middle or straight piece, and those are those. One's a little bit higher than the other. One's set a little bit different than the other. These are the log cabin porch foundations. The mid piece or straight piece. a corner piece, the other corner piece. These are the rustic Helvetia porch set. That's a corner piece. That's another corner piece. And there's the straight piece. Next is, I'm going to make a batch out of you if you don't shut up. Next is a Brotherhood of Steel porch set. A corner piece with a wall on each corner. I would say that's a corner piece, looks like a corner piece. A straight piece with a wall at the back. A straight piece with a door at the back. And that's those. Next up we have the Helvetia porch set. There are two Helvetia sets. You have the Helvetia Rustic and the Helvetia Regular. This is the Helvetia Regular. It's red and white. And there's one of the corners. There's the other corner. There's a middle piece or a straight piece. And that's those. And this is my favorite building set, the destroyed camp porch. There's one corner. There's, say that's the other corner. There's a mid piece or straight piece. And that's those. Now next is one I don't like as much. It is the greenhouse porch corner. It's a greenhouse porch set. There's a corner. There's another corner. There is a straight or mid piece. There is a straight or mid piece with a door on the back of it. There is a straight or mid piece with a window on one side, on the front look like. Okay, next up we have the haunted house porch, which is a pretty good one. I like it too. We're starting out here with the mid piece or straight piece. It has the little vines hanging from the top of it, which I like. There's a corner, and there's another corner, and that's those, and that's that for the porch set. And now we have the foundations, the concrete foundations. Try to get it where we can see the top of it. The plain regular foundation, the planter foundation, the AstroTurf, the military stars, the mosaic tiles, the three-tone tiles, the Saltillo tiles, the blue carpet, the green carpet, the orange shag carpet, which I still say is brown, the white shag carpet, the linoleum, the Vaultec linoleum, the blue and white linoleum, the Starburst, the dark wood laminate, the laminate, the striped flats, dark cherry wood, parquet wood, black diner, red diner, army base floor, mechanic floor, vault tile checkered, vault tile white, Carpentella abstract, Carpeteria Bastille, Carpeteria checkered, Carpeteria Cinema, Carpeteria Purple Ferns, Carpeteria Theater, Carpinteria Tiles, Carpinteria Baltic, White Springs Carpet, White Springs Carpet again, White Springs Carpet, a third one, Vault Floor, Cold Steel Floor, Starburst Brick Floor, Dungeon Floor, Milled Brick, Lazy River, blue and white tiles again, they look yellow to me, Granite tiles, Haunted House Stone, Haunted Tile, Starscape, Voltaic Greenhouse, blue molded carpet, green molded carpet, yellow molded carpet, linoleum, destroyed tile, catacombs, herringbone, a red brick, abandoned mine, timber carpet, Hollywood Stars, White Springs Foyer, green army camo, gray army camo, burned floor, casino carpet, marble, loading bay, radiant panel. Again, it just looks sort of like a red panel. Starburst linoleum, as opposed to the other Starburst linoleum. Black and blue linoleum. Baltic modern linoleum. Guild of Antiquities linoleum. And then next down we have some more foundations. I don't know why they decided to put these separate. It's the Enclave Foundation. I guess it's because it's supposed to be metal. Then after that we have the floors. And you have the regular floor, the wired floor. These are the full floors. The planter floor. And we just go through them as we did the others, and they have the same as the other floors and foundations. They just have all the things just like the other floors and foundations did. Okay, then you have your half floors, and you have the regular wooden half floor, the wire half floor, the wire with holes, the mesh upper floor. It's got boards across it, and that's what they're calling the mesh upper floor. Another mesh upper floor with boards on it. The mesh upper, well, not mesh, but the upper floor garden tile. And those are the half upper floor tiles. And you have the quarter upper floor tile. You have a regular wood, and you have a mesh, and you have a garden, and that's all. And then you have the ramps. Below that you have the ramps, the wooden ramp, and that's it. Then below that you have the concrete ramp, and you have the regular concrete ramp and the Enclave Foundation ramp. Now see, they got the two of these together, I guess because they're ramps, I don't know. But they have the foundation separate. Just like they just started throwing things together. Just because they're together. Okay, these are the planter foundations, the rough patch planter foundations, kind of like porches. I like these a lot. There's your middle piece. There's a corner piece with cages on the corners. There's the straight piece with the door shaped like a cola bottle in the middle. There's a straight piece with a cage on the back. And that's all of those. Then you have the barnyard planter. This is a straight piece. I like these because they got the covers on them, the canvases. That's one with the canvas at the back. That's a mid piece with the canvas at the back. There's another mid piece with a half a counter canvas at the back. There's a corner piece. I like the bones hanging down from these also. And there's another mid piece. And that's all. Okay, so that's the floors. Okay, we're getting a little along. So let's stop here and pick up next time with walls. Until next time, y'all be good and be safe.